Oh, you found something? It's a rock. Don't eat it. What are you doing? Is that little stub wiggling? Huh? Look at that wiggling stub. Hey, hop! Come on. Hey, puppy. You want to go see Daddy's fish tank? All right. Here we are, Nano Lagoon, day 14. Pretty exciting day. I've got some snails. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I've just let the tank go. Didn't clean the glass, didn't clean anything. Just let the diatoms go wild in anticipation of these snails coming in. So today I picked up 3 turbos and 4, geez, I can't even remember what they're called now.
Close the door!
Now I gotta close the door. Hold on. Anyway, there we are, back after closing the door because my lovely wife has ordered me to. So here's a couple of my snails. If I remember the name, I'll post them on the info on the side in the description. But they're doing a bang-up job. I acclimated them with a drip with an old airline. Just tied a knot on it and it dripped probably about twice a second. Did that for actually 3 hours. A little longer than I should have, but it worked out well. After the drip, I stuck them back in the bag they came in and put them in the tank and got the water temperature the same. That took about 20 minutes to half an hour. Then I pulled them out of the bag by hand and threw them in the tank, and they kind of hung out at the bottom here. There's still a couple down there, and just relaxed for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden one moved and they all started going crazy, eating diatoms, all except for this big guy here. He I don't know, he might not make it. He's not looking too hot. He's not doing anything, hasn't moved, nothing's going on. And I got a peppermint shrimp and he was kind of picking on him, so maybe he's already dead, and the peppermint shrimp can smell death. But I don't know if you can see him. The peppermint shrimp is hiding in here. You can kind of see his little legs there twitching on the side. His name is Jeff. Jeff, hello. I haven't named the snails yet. Don't know if I will, because apparently they die pretty easily. Maybe if they last for a couple months, I'll give them a name. But here it is, you know. All my parameters are okay. Everything's pretty much steady. Calcium's sitting at around 450. My alkalinity is sitting around, I guess, 140 parts per million. And ammonia's 0. Nitrites are up a little bit because the tank's still on a bit of a cycle. Nitrates are getting up there. I'll probably have to do a water change in a couple of weeks. Not yet. I can still use some more. Yeah, but everything's cycling pretty nicely. I've realized something. This Hagen test that I boasted about and said was okay on one of my earlier videos, I'm starting to realize it's not so okay. Not so much because of the color readouts, but more because I'm getting varying readings within the same hour. It's just not making sense. The C-Chem or Red Sea one I have is consistent. I made up a test batch and it had 500 ppm guaranteed calcium in it. I got 500 with the Red Sea twice, and I got 580 with the Hagen, and then 540. So the reliability of the Hagen test is in questions with me right now. I don't think I'll get them again. When they run out, I will replace them, and I'll always make sure I have another test to check them with. It always seems to read over about 40 to 60 parts per million, so I've kind of figured that out now. Yeah, that works. But other than that, I don't suggest buying them. Don't buy Nutrifin. Go with either that Aquarium Pharmaceuticals or the Salifert they're good tests. I've read a lot of good things about them. They have expiry dates, so maybe that's part of the reason why my tests aren't coming out too well, because they expired. Nothing's really new this week except for the snails, and I moved the rock around in anticipation for the corals. I needed some more ledges, and I wanted to keep some of the corals away from the other ones because they have some sweeper tentacles, or could have. I added some sand into my refugium, and eventually I'll get some Cheeto. I was going to get some today, but they didn't have any at my local fish store. Not many diatoms growing in the sump. Not nearly as much as compared to the display. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's because I don't have an actinic light in my sump yet. It's just 2 20K days. There's a little bit on the sealant right there, but otherwise it's pretty clean. So eventually it'll go slow down here, I think, and I'll move some snails down there if it gets dirty, and they'll do their bang up job. If you can notice on the glass, they've got like a track, and that's them cleaning, and they're doing a really good job. So anyway, that's my update for this week. Nothing too glamorous. Tank's doing well. I'm excited for the next stage. Hope you enjoyed it. Any questions or comments? Greatly welcome.